So, hi everyone, welcome to the Membership Recruitment and Fundraising presentation. I'm Nico McGregor-Corson and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 15.
Hi,
John.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm John Tager Gaffner, and I'm a Lieutenant Governor at Large.
Hi guys, I'm Summer, and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 6.
We're just presenting the Membership Recruitment and Fundraising presentation. Okay. So before we talk to you guys about some membership recruitment tips, I'm first just going to talk about why recruiting members is important. So general members are essential to a club, division, and district success. The more general members you have, the more people to attend service events. This not only makes your club look very good, but it also helps the service event be more successful. An example of this is for an event like a beach cleanup. Obviously, the more people there are, the more people to help clean the beach, just the more you get done, so obviously the better things turn out. So another great perk is also more people to attend divisional and district events. So the more general members you have at events like these, like Fall Rally, it kind of just speaks very well for your club and division. And not only this, but it helps the district come closer to their total fundraising goals to help with things like the district project. This is just due to things like attendance fees, which you all kind of pay for Fall Rally and decon and everything like that. So also another thing that general members help with, like division-wise, is they help me quorum at fun divisional events like DCMs, which is very important for a division to thrive, as you all know. It's one of the greatest things that a lot of general members provide is the amount of help with fundraising. And why fundraising is good kind of speaks for itself, but we'll kind of delve upon that more later. But anyways, the more people at your service events, the better it will go, as I said, which will generally allow for more money if it was kind of a fundraiser type event. Also, as I said before, the more people go to Fall Rally, the more it goes back into the district for the total fundraising goals. And the same goes for things like membership dues. That all goes into the division to help the total fundraising for things like your district project, like keeping the garden state green and all of that.
Okay, first, some common issues you might have with either getting members or getting members to stay. One of the biggest problems people tend to have in their clubs is either having generally low membership or having high membership but low participation in service events. So you have a lot of people come to meetings, a lot of people pay dues, but then they won't actually participate in things. Something else is a loss of participation throughout the year, especially after Fall Rally. Clubs tend to lose participation, and that's something we want to avoid to stay strong throughout the year. And you might also have competition with other service clubs or other organizations and things that people are doing within your school community. And you might also have a lack of member retention, which is basically if people aren't coming back after the next year. We want to avoid that because we want to make sure people enjoy their experience at Key Club and you keep going with a strong club. So now we're going to go over a few solutions to membership issues. These are very general, and usually you're going to have to work with the specific environment of your club and your community, like your school environment. But one of the things that can help is incentives. You want to make meetings fun. You want to make your club fun so people will want to come and then they'll want to keep coming back. One of the major ways to do that is with food. People will be a lot more likely to come to meetings if there are food. And you also want to generally mix up meetings with games, mini service projects, so people don't have to go to a separate event to do a service project. They can just come to your meeting and then do a service project, like making non-slip socks for children in hospitals. That's something that my club sometimes does. And also making dog toys for animal shelters. And you can also do that with digital club meetings too. You can do letter writing campaigns. You could do that as a club during a meeting. And you just generally want variety. So it's not going to be the same thing every time you have a meeting. So people want to keep coming back and they're interested in it every time because they know it's going to be something new and exciting and they're going to want to do it. And something else is that you have good communication with your club. You want to make sure that everyone knows when events are and you're persistent in telling them. So they'll not only be interested in going to events, they'll know when they are and people will be able to participate. And if you guys want to put in the chat some of the types of incentives that your club might do to get people to come so people will see suggestions, you can do that if you would like. promotion is also one of the ways that you can make sure to help your club's like reputation and make sure that people know when events are. It's important to have a good reputation so that people know that the Key Club in your school is something that people like to do, and they know that you do good things and you're supporting your community very well. So you can do that by just doing good work, first of all, so people will spread good words about all the things that your club is doing. And you want to make sure to make personal connections with everyone in the club so that people like that. And then they tell their friends, they tell everyone they know, hey, I really like going to Key Club because it's so much fun. Look at all of the cool work that we're doing. Other ways to promote are through school announcements and at school events. Club fairs is one of the ways that you can.
My name and my age and my favorite song.
You can bring up like membership from club fairs are usually with freshmen. You can get more people into your club, and that might not be happening in person anymore, but your club could be having, or your school could be having a digital club fair, which that's something my school did. So our Key Club gave a presentation to get the freshmen excited to come into Key Club the next year as they're going to be freshmen. If you can't do that in the fall, it might be a good idea to have some kind of event to get freshmen involved and get people excited to join, because that's a good way to get up membership and get up excitement if you are getting freshmen involved early so they're excited and they want to do it from the beginning of their high school career. And promotion is also important with starting early, making sure people get the information, but like quickly. People don't want to read a lot of information. So if it's brief and eye-catching, that's important to get the communication out there. And there is also another workshop on promotion in the digital time. So you can attend that if you want to get more information on promotion.
Okay, so building off of what Miko and John said about membership recruitment, I'm going to be talking about fundraising. So I just want to mention how membership recruitment and fundraising go hand in hand, because more members equals more people to help fundraising and therefore more money for your club. So the first thing I want to talk about is the money that you make can be used for membership activities and incentives. So for example, you could do like pizza parties or t-shirts or other like merch for your clubs. And I would also like to add upon that by saying that if you provide that sort of incentive, it also helps with increasing like your member retention. So the second thing I wanted to touch on was that money can be used to fund future service projects. So for example, if you're donating to Key Club's preferred charities, or you're doing like a beach cleanup, like John said, which goes hand in hand with our district project of keeping the Garden State green, you're adding to the district's like overall prerogative, and you're also fundraising for your own club. The third point I want to touch upon is money can be used to cut down costs per person for events such as Fall Rally and Decon. So Fall Rally and Decon are a source for many Key Clubbers to have fun, while also learning about Key Club and how to better serve their communities. And it's just more fun the more people you get to show up. So the more money you raise, you can use for events such as these and help your members have more fun while also learning about Key Club. Okay, so I also want to talk about issues you might face in fundraising and the solutions for those issues. So first off, you might have members that like might not care enough to participate. They're part of the club, they're not super involved. So you can fix this issue by incentivizing participation. So for example, say you're running a fundraiser and a member raises a certain amount of money. For example, they raise $150. And then you can say 50 of that 150 goes directly to their cost for decon. So you're incentivizing them fundraising for the whole club by allocating that a certain portion of that funds goes directly to them. The second issue can be fundraisers can be poorly promoted and therefore not make that much money. So I would say that you create like a marketing sort of plan and promote fundraisers over a period of weeks rather than right before, because if you promote right before, you're not going to get many people to show up, and that will affect how much money you make. So example of this would be putting up flyers on your school or social media posts. And the third issue I'm going to touch on is that the club's money is poorly managed and funds are depleted quickly. So this is more treasurer specific, but you can help alleviate this issue by creating a specific budget with your treasurer for each event run and keeping track of all the money that goes in and out of your club in a spreadsheet.
So there's a variety of different things that you can do to fundraise, anything ranging from bake sales to karaoke night, dodgeball tournaments, dance clubs, talent shows, anything like that. And what will work best for your school and your club, it kind of just depends on your area. I know personally that my school is very big on dodgeball tournaments just because it's kind of like a longstanding tradition and because our school is around like elementary, middle school, and dodgeball is just big there. So what we do is, we have like admission fees and like recession stands and all of that to kind of just fundraise and all of that. Yeah, I guess just like if your club has like is more like partial to like talent shows, like maybe it's like a tradition there, then that could definitely be effective in fundraising. And if you guys want to like say in the chat anything special maybe that your clubs have done, anything fun, effective, all of that.
And that's all we have. So if you have any questions, please share them with us so we can answer them for you.
Yeah, that's a good fundraiser, bake sales, cookies.
Hi, kids. It's Mrs. Meissner. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to reiterate when you're doing fundraising, and there's a lot of great ideas on there, so please take advantage of them. But if you are going to use some of the money you raise to help send members to Decon or Fall Rally or whatever else, you have to declare that. You have to be very open and honest about that. So often if you hold a fundraiser, people will assume that it's going back into the community for service projects. So, you can't raise $1,000 and then take $500 to send kids to convention unless you have specifically stated on your flyer part of the proceeds from this fundraiser will be used to offset the cost of members going to convention or whatever it is. Just, it's okay to do, but make sure you are very open and honest about it with everyone.
Definitely.
It kind of like, goes in hand with like the promotion of the event, just to be clear with like your intentions for fundraising. That's like a very big motivator like behind events and people going and all of that. Just like be clear with that, and explicating it to your club is also like just very good generally, being honest about it, just so like they know what they're getting out of like doing it and all of that.
Yeah. It's also important to make sure you're planning everything about your fundraiser well in advance so you know what you're doing and it's organized, so you don't like have last minute problems. Or at least you're better prepared to deal with last minute problems because you've already figured out all of the big things.
I also like to add, if you're running a fundraiser and you're charging an admission fee, like say for a karaoke night or talent show, you could offer like tickets in advance for like, say you're running a talent show, you could say if you pre-order tickets, they're $4 and $5 at the door. So you're incentivizing people to come earlier than compared to like panicking about how many people are going to show up at the door.
Yeah, it's definitely because if you know how many people, you can better prepare for like the supplies you're going to need and things like that.
Does anybody have any questions based on anything we said?
Or any of your own experiences that you want to share with everyone? Does anyone have any suggestions, like right now during social distancing and quarantine, about what their club has been doing for maybe membership enthusiasm and fundraising or recruitment?
I know my club has been planning like over Zoom meeting, like we're gonna have our editor do like a painting type of thing, and everybody follows along like a Bob Ross type video. Like, so my home club was planning that because they wanted to like do like member bonding even though we're not in school.
That's awesome. You could also, if you reach out to the middle school and see the 8th graders who are going to be freshmen, maybe you can ask if they can send an email out to all the parents, something about Key Club, and have a call to welcome the 8th graders to high school, kind of. It'd be awesome with your experience of what you know about high school. Like, they don't understand what SATs are. I mean, at least I didn't, things like that. And you can welcome them into Key Club with some knowledge that you've gained throughout high school, and then you can also have them familiar with Key Club, so next school year they'll be ready to join.
I think one of my clubs is doing that. They're holding meetings with prospective 8th graders right now.
That's awesome. For Fall Rally, it's roughly around $45. but it does change every year. We haven't gotten really the price yet because of our current situation, but expect around that much for admission. However, if you have a season pass for Fall Rally, then it's $7. For decon, I would estimate around $290. However, it is a new hotel this year, and again, with the new circumstances, we don't know. But I would estimate around $290 for decon and around $45 for Fall Rally. Other things like Key Leader, it depends. I know Key Leader has been postponed, not sure when, but usually I believe the price is around, I might be wrong, 180 seems way too high, but I'm not sure if anyone wants to correct me on that.
I think when I went to Key Leader last year, it was closer to like 150. I want to say 150.
Yeah, and if you are a district board member, it's reduced. So those are some of the prices. International conventions around $900. RTCs are free. So I hope that helps, but definitely prices will be released on our platforms, and we'll notify all of you as soon as we get official prices out. Yeah, if you don't have any more questions, you can definitely leave and start planning to go to your next workshop, but you can ask literally any question that you have. It doesn't have to be related to this workshop. We have our 3 amazing presenters here who can also answer questions.
Anyone done any fun service projects in quarantine?
My club had a pancake day where we all made pancakes and we all sent in photos of our pancakes. Yeah, that was fun.
I went on Instagram, I think. That looks fun.
I saw you making those because you called us while making pancakes.
Gosh, no, I know, it was so bad. I literally didn't do it until the night.
I just wanted to thank you guys for holding such a great meeting.
Oh, thank you.
Great.